where disadvantaged women find solace, security, and a hope for future, where deprived, vulnerable and victimized children and girls get shelter and a platform to voice their rights, where oppressed communities find a route to rediscovery, bridging gaps, improving the quality of life, building up useful and constructive networking with the government, the judiciary, the law enforcers and the custodians of the borders. Women's Interlink Foundation's journey since 1990 has been commendable, touching numerous ignored lives, designing integrated meaningful programs for wide-scale replication. Interlinking at national and international levels, Women's Interlink Foundation brings hope and happiness for so many deprived souls, a non-governmental organization with the mission of transforming many into confident, self-sufficient and responsible citizens of the country. A group of experienced social workers who have made it happen. A set of caring minds who have designed the integrated need-based interventions. Women's Interlink Foundation was registered in 1992 under the Charitable Trust Act in West Bengal and exempted from income tax. Women's Interlink Foundation, led by its chairperson Aloka Mitra, with 35 years of experience in integrated, rural and community development. Women's Interlink Foundation today has a highly committed and professional team which designs and implements both institutional and outreach programs in Kolkata and 11 districts of West Bengal, reaching out to the poor and the most vulnerable women and children in urban areas and rural villages. Awareness drives, literacy and empowerment of women and children, healthcare, nutrition, skills development, income generation activities, shelter, drinking water, sanitation, prevention of trafficking, deprivation of basic rights, consumer rights and redressal. Women's Interlink Foundation's mission statement is versatile and exhaustive, reaching out, filling up the gaps, stopping the wrongs committed, enabling many to make a new beginning and find newer meanings to their lives. This is the essence of Women's Interlink Foundation.
Women's Interlink Foundation is currently working in, we are working in 11 districts and Kolkata of course. What we are doing is to reach the poorest women and the most remote villages with various amenities and supports that are required by women and children for prevention of actually it is for livelihood improvement as well as prevention of trafficking which happens due to lack of livelihood and education. So we are focusing on creating self-help groups, taking government projects and programs to those remote areas and also developing a system of prevention of school dropouts of girl children with communities as well as creating awareness on the pitfalls, the problems of girls going out to work in distant areas, getting married at an early age. So it's a life cycle approach that we are following. Here we also find atrocities on women and violence on women are reduced when they are in a group formation and they can help each other. We are also working on water and sanitation and HIV and AIDS. So health aspects we are trying to cover, and this is a holistic life cycle approach where the productive years and the the years up to, we have extended it up to 35. Although it is said that the most productive years are up to 24, but we feel it is at least 35 to 38. And the old age also is a time when they need help. So we are looking at the situation of the aged, who are often uncovered by supports and programs.
Women's Interlink Foundation's project and program horizon covers many varied areas, issues and activities. Integrated projects in red light areas with 1,550 children of sex workers and their mothers and young girls in prostitution. Provision of an integrated package of support services such as ICDS centers, night shelters, sanitary toilets, STD clinics, providing condoms and awareness on HIV/AIDS, remedial education and vocational skills training. Prevention of trafficking in women and girls in Kolkata, border and rural areas through the empowerment of women and girls by the self-help group movement, rehabilitation and mainstreaming of lost, abandoned, trafficked and vulnerable girls in shelter homes under the JJ Act through education, skill training, employment and income generation. Even many of these girls enter into marital life supervised by Women's Interlink Foundation. Women's Interlink Foundation is currently the Secretariat of ATSEC West Bengal. ATSEC West Bengal is an integral part of ATSEC India, working on the prevention of trafficking and sexual abuse of children and women. Adopt a Granny, a unique program of sponsoring aged sex workers in red light areas, assuring them the basic amenities of living. Nobodisha, a holistic education project for street and working children in collaboration with the Kolkata Police and the Rotary Clubs in 20 police stations. Integrated projects in slums for the prevention of child labor, focusing on education, health, vocational training and income generation with women and children. Organizing rural women for skills development and income generation activities through self-help groups. Training up vulnerable girls with the art of stained glass items with the support of the British Deputy High Commission. Nijoloy, an integrated institutional complex at Ganganagar Madhyamgram, 24 Parganas North, for 100 girl children of sex workers, lost and abandoned children at risk from 0 to 18 years, trafficked children, street children and orphaned children of AIDS victims. The objective of Nijoloy is to provide a safe shelter and then opportunity to these children to enhance their capacity for social and economic self-reliance through education, vocational skills development and income generation.
Nijoloy building at Madhyamgram, 24 Parganas, was bought with the funds from Walker Chemie and GTZ of Germany, and subsequently we have constructed the Vocational Training and Research Center. We have 100 girls now. The ground floor was constructed with funds donated by Sir Ian and Lady Anne McCartney. Sir Richard Stagg, Lady Arabella and Mr. Sanjay Wadhwani, the British Deputy High Commissioner, were all present at the inauguration in Kolkata. The first floor was donated made by survivors, Sarah Simmons and John Berger and Tiffany. The 2 floors have enabled a very productive training center for over 30 girls in block printing, tailoring, bakery, handmade paper items, and cookery. The special visits of His Royal Highness the Prince Andrew, Duke of York, the Duchess Sarah, and Princess Eugenie has resulted in great opportunities for 30 of the most victimized vulnerable girls. Prince Andrew Charitable Trust is supporting the block printing and tailoring so that the girls can earn well and be economically, socially empowered. The jewelry training program of Made by Survivors in Kolkata and Nijoloi Jalpaiguri have resulted also in a great deal of income earning for over 30 girls. We now have 2 homes in Jalpaiguri also, and our own building is being constructed, supported by Made by Survivors.
Rediscovering Bolluvpur-Danga through the endogenous rural tourism project in Bolluvpur-Danga, Birbhum. Women's Interlink Foundation aims to bring about an improvement in the livelihood pattern and development of the tribal community in Bolluvpur-Danga village area through community participation, tourism promotion approaches, and a strategy of appropriate interactions of tourists with the ethnic tribal communities of the villages.
The same model as in Bolluvpur-Danga has been replicated in Bonetpukur-Danga and Pooldanga with support from NABARD and Canada Fund for local initiatives.
Health, hygiene, water and sanitation projects in 3 districts of West Bengal. Polio eradication program and routine immunization. Networking for the advocacy and capacity building. Collaboration at community level with local youth clubs, government, NGOs and international agencies. Consumer awareness in collaboration with central and state governments.
Our future plans are now to replicate similar strategies in the districts, where we have an integrated approach to women and child development, including both institutional and community level development.
Some of the partners in Women's Interlink Foundation's various activities have been UNICEF, UNDP, UNIFEM, SARIQ AED, Goal of Ireland, Project Concern International, the European Commission, Concern Universal, Ted Des Home, GTZ of Germany, Walker Chemi, Save a Child, DCT, Ania Fink, and many more. The Government of India, the West Bengal State Government and many other government departments have been providing regular support and partnership for sustainability. Intricate social issues, helplessness of insecure souls, vulnerable and abused women and children, backward communities living in the world of darkness. Such causes, woes and worries have always made Women's Interlink Foundation think, solve and take action. Lives of thousands have been reached, touched, transformed. Decision makers have been sensitized to adhere to such burning issues. Project partners have got inspired to deliver their best. The law enforcement agencies motivated to fight for justice. Most of Women's Interlink Foundation's projects have been visited by eminent Indian and international personalities who have showered their appreciation on such meaningful endeavors. But as they say, there are miles to go before you sleep. Women's Interlink Foundation's journey ahead envisions to encompass more concerning issues, bring sunshine and happiness to more ignored lives, widening the Women's Interlink vista to reach distant horizons, wishing to lend a hand for those needing help, and to collaborate with other worthy partners in service. Women's Interlink Foundation, where all efforts, energy and enterprise signal the rays of a brighter tomorrow.